May 2nd of the zombie apocalypse. Plants are doing pretty well. There's a Scotch bonnet. And there's the jalapenos. Still need to be topped, but it is what it is. Got rid of most of the tomato cuttings. Had some people from work come by and pick those up over the last week or so. Tomatoes are doing well. Can't remember what this one is. This is the indigo. And this is the midnight snack. Just the big beef. I clipped this one wrong, so this one's not doing all that well. We'll see if it picks up. I mean, it's not dying. This one is the chocolate sprinkle. And this is the one I bought from the store. This is the Sun Gold. Banana pepper. I transplanted out of the seed trays. There's a couple basils. Some more Roma beans because the other ones didn't sprout. There's only one plant out in the other. 2 watermelons. I'm trying to remember what these other ones are. Oh, these 2 tomatoes are the Tessa land currants. These 2 big ones are the orange Rossellini's. 2 small big beef. 2 big Bertha green peppers. Just bought those this morning at Home Depot because my seeds didn't sprout. Myriad of different stuff in the seed trays. 2 Diva cucumbers going in hydroponics hopefully tomorrow. Lemon cucumbers, at least 2 of those will get put in dirt tomorrow. That is rutabaga. Need to transplant that. I don't recollect what tomatoes those are or these are, and you can see all the things that didn't germinate. And then the same thing for this one. I believe those are snap peas, but I'd have to go and look at my list of stuff. This is the Abe Lincoln. These 2 are black crims, doing pretty well. This is Juliet grape tomato, and there's already tomatoes on the vine. What do you think about that? So that plant's doing well. I did a lot of trimming of this one. There was a lot of pseudo dead branches, just trying to get it a little more manageable. But there's tomato. I'm thinking this might not be a grape tomato. This might be a chocolate sprinkle, but I won't know until that grows a little bigger. But that looks a little more heirloomish, so I may have had that mislabeled the whole time. What do you know? And then the 2 early dolls. So these are determinants. They should only go maybe another foot higher and just get bushy. They only go about 4 feet, so, but that's what's going on in the greenhouse. Gotta do a little bit more work outside. I've got spots for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got spots for 5 more buckets, so we'll see what's going to go in here. One will be one of those Tessa land currants. Actually, 2 of those will be the green peppers. So green pepper, land currant. And that leaves me 2 slots. I'm guessing one of the big beefs. Those orange Rossellini's are bush, so those need to go out in the dirt. Beans are going in the dirt. Basil's going in the dirt. Watermelon's going in the dirt. There's a couple different varieties of tomatoes hanging out here. I'm waiting for them to get bigger, so we'll see which ones get the last 2 spots and kind of go from there. As far as the outside, and you can hear my horrible noisy neighbors, so this will be short. Got the T-post and the conduit up, ran some strings. I'll also run some strings down that's what the outside looks like, and I'll splice another video tomorrow when I don't have noisy neighbors outside. Okay, let's see if I can get part 2 done. It's Sunday and fairly early before my horrible neighbors let their crappy kids outside, and that's all you hear all day. These are lemon cucumbers, so I'm going to plant probably 2 of those. We got cucumbers coming out my ears. These are Diva cucumbers here. I'm going to put those in hydroponics outside next to the other cucumbers, which I'll show in a moment. Those pepper plants are starting to perk up. They were a little droopy yesterday. It's pretty windy when I picked them up and kind of cool, so I'm going to give them probably give them a few days or a week before I get them into buckets, just to let them get over the shock or whatever they were dealing with. And then really the biggest thing, like I said, is there's grape tomatoes in 3 weeks, right? So that plant has only been in the bucket about 3 weeks. Nothing else new. Lots of blossoms on the newer plants, so hopefully they'll start budding and or start fruiting. So did a lot of work outside. Got the trellising up, so slammed in 3 T-posts. I wish they were a foot taller, but that's all they had. Ran some lines, reorganized some stuff out here. Transplanted that bok choy. It was getting pretty wilty, and then transplant with a little bit of water, and it's looking pretty good. Got the cilantro out. Just kind of move things around. So I've got regular cucumbers, or Diva cucumbers, regular cucumbers, cucamelons. Those are the short mini baby watermelons. They're like a sour cucumber apparently. Strawberry plants are doing better with heat. They're not doing great, but you know, they're not dead. Trimmed the heck out of the zucchini. You can see some blossoms hanging out back there. I trimmed about half that plant the other day. It was just, you know, monstrous. Green beans are starting to perk up. Half the green beans didn't make it, so I replanted earlier this week. So you can see some buds starting to poke through. I tried to fill in. There's one trying to poke through here someplace too. Yep, right there. Potatoes I sprayed down. Something was eating the leaves. That's going to be green beans again. Bitter melon, Chinese long bean, and then in the front right there, that's aroma bean, and then I have more to go in there. I'm going to shuffle all these around. I'm going to move the corn over in the center so it won't need to be worked. And that's about all that's going on out here. Garlic's probably got, I don't know, a few more weeks. And then those carrots are going to seed. You kind of see them popping up there. And these green onions are going to seed. Move the stuff that needs to be watered and tended to a little more. So the bok choy, like I saw out here, more green onions. Spinach is there. I planted half of that is black nebula carrot, and the other half is atomic red. We'll see how those grow. I got dill started because I'm going to have cucumbers coming out my ears. And that one I need the posts for, but is German giant radishes. And then what's slated to go in the other buckets as I shuffle them out here. So one of those totes will be the orange Russolini tomatoes. Supposed to be bush-like. A couple of big beef. And I've got some peppers and some other things back in the greenhouse. Like I said, there's a variety of stuff seeded, but not everything's growing. So there are some beans in here, and another set of cucumbers that I started because things weren't growing in the other ones, and all of a sudden they just all took off. There's a couple other tomato plants in here. Again, they're pretty runty. That's rutabaga, so that's going to go in one of the big buckets out there. In the cloth buckets, the basil will go out there. Those are the beans, so those beans will go into next to the other beans. There's 2 watermelons and just a variety of other things. There's 2 of the orange Russolini tomatoes there. Those 2 are the big beefs. And just other stuff. So I'm just, you know, if it sprouts and grows, then I'll figure out transplanting it. So, but I got rid of all the other cuttings and everything, like I said yesterday in the first part of the video. So that's pretty much it for this week. I'm gonna get started, transplant a few things before it gets hot, and that'll do it for this week.